And Dennis, thank you very much. Hi, everybody. We're going to explore Tulsa. We're going to explore the world on our show this weekend.
Tell us a little bit about from when you were a kid. Where did you grow up, and what was the family? Because you were in music early in your life. What was that influence?
I never grew up. Stevie, I've never grown up, I don't think. But actually, I was born in Tuskegee, Oklahoma. Okay? And I think the judge lived in Okemah. That's where my birth certificate is. And ever since I was young, 2 years old, and could realize I've loved country music. I mean, that's been my life. My mother and dad divorced when I was about 13 or 14. And I went to and moved to McAllister, Oklahoma. I wasn't in the pen, you know. But that's where I kind of got my start playing when I was 14 years old with Carl Gurnett at KNED radio in McAllister, Oklahoma. Later, I went to work. I worked for Quick Trip Corporation for Chester Cadjo when Chester had 3 stores. I was mopping the floor at Quick Trip on North Main at the time. And what happened, they announced they needed a part-time disc jockey. Well, I always wanted to do that. And Ron Blue hired me to do part-time. I went on from KFMJ in 1968. I joined Ernest Tubb and the Texas Troubadours, okay? And E.T. and the Troubadours, I learned more from Ernest Tubb about life and about music than I've ever learned from anyone in my life.
What was it like touring with those guys?
I'll tell you what, it was good, but we were on the road. I remember the longest tour I was on with Ernest was 36 days. That's a long ways from home. So I've had the experience and the luck to have had the opportunity to have met some of the greatest people in country music over the years. Every minute I stood on the old Ryman Auditorium stage was memorable, okay? But I guess one thing that I remembered most of all, and still have a tape of it somewhere, is when I had to follow Charlie Pride on the Grand Ole Opry. And Charlie Pride had just kind of broke into the business. And boy, I mean, he got the applause and everything. I didn't do bad, but I had to come on and do, I'll drink to that, but then I'll drink to anything. You know, coffee, of course.
I'll drink to that, but then I'll drink to anything.
Then you made your transition from being in music and traveling. What happened to change your mind that you wanted to be in one place and get on the radio?
My son, Billy Parker, since Dolly Parton changed his diaper backstage at the Ernest Tubb Record Shop, he has never been the same. I just got tired of being on the road and away from him, and that was when I just had the one child. That was for Chris. And we just got tired of being on the road and being away from him and being away from my wife Jerry, and we've been together. Well, if Billy is 44, we've been together 45. All right, the Wind Mariah. Well, they call me kind of windy all my life, you know, but we called it the Big Rigger Show that I did at nighttime on KVO 1170 AM, back when it was country, back when it was good.
I know that other radio stations all over the country have been interested in you coming to work for them. Why stay in Tulsa all this time?
Well, I love Tulsa, and I've always loved Tulsa, ever since I left Tuskegee. Not Alabama, but Oklahoma. I love my clients, I love working for them, and I love getting results. Ratings, fine, everybody talks about rating number 1, rating number 2. Results is what I believe in. Get the results for them. We're on the air now. We don't have nothing to worry about.